Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are going to continue playing Myst. We should have one more page left, and that should be this one back here. And we'll just hop right in there and try to figure it out, right? This puzzle, pretty straightforward, I think. We know... We know this. Power to ship, power to the generators, 1, 2, 3, right, power. So we need to power and we also need the generators. But we need to know how much power to give to the ship. 25 volts. Done! 25 volts. Okay, problem solved. Then it's all just a matter of clicking some buttons until we get 25 volts. It's 10 and 10. 7 and 7. 8 and 8. Wait. I don't think it's going to be as easy as this, but what if... Wait, there was a 19. Was there a 6 somewhere? That's 1. Where was the 19? Did I do it? I don't know if I did it or not. We're gonna try though. That would be amazing if I did it on my first try. No, but this thing is crackling away. Let's go try it. I don't know if I actually did it or not. Maybe? Ah! I'm amazing. I did so many things. Oh gosh. This is why this one's really hard. Okay, this is probably why I save this one for last. So, we gotta make music, and I think we have to use this to match the music. I believe that the key to what we need is actually in here. So I think we need this one. Yes, there it is. There is the keys. Okay, but like I've been doing in the past, well, actually, should we solve the... No, let's just do this. We'll read this, and then we'll get the key, and then we'll go solve it. So what I've been doing in the past, I think it's kind of cool, is to get a bit of the lore ahead of time. I've been reading through these books, so much like that one, I am going to go ahead and read through this one here. And then once we do that, then we'll go over and we'll actually solve the puzzle, and we'll go into the world. But to me, I think what makes a lot of this game is exactly this lore. The fact that they literally wrote like almost, huge sections of book to make up for the worlds that, we're talking about and you're going in. So keep this in the back of your mind. If you don't want to hear all the talkity talk parts, go ahead and skip to the part where I get to the end. Otherwise, here we go. It has been a while since I heard only silence, and I enjoy it greatly, I think. For some reason, I do not feel altogether welcome in this new world in which I have arrived. But how could I be unwelcome in an age with no inhabitants? It is, of course, only in my head. This world is beautiful, but I think I have yet to ever write in a journal that an age I have linked to is horrid and disgusting. From the grassy hill where I am standing, I see green fields below, along with a few scattered forests. A rather large lake looms some distance from where I am standing, yet the water's blue can be seen plainly from here. The air is fresh, and the sky is sparkled with white clouds. It is absolutely breathtaking, and yet that strange feeling again. Perhaps it is the hot breeze that continues to blow from the north. hotter than I could have imagined. It almost singes my skin, and I feel quite uncomfortable when it comes. I will try to ignore it. Night has almost arrived, and sunset is spectacular. Oranges and reds have settled above the western horizon. Though night has come, the horizon still glows red long past the sunset. Dark reds flow from the horizon and blend into the black sky. Again, the feeling, I am beginning to believe that it is not all in my mind. I must sleep now. I will need my strength to explore more tomorrow. I have not returned home due to an unpredictable natural occurrence more frightening than I have ever experienced. I am awakened by terrible shaking in the ground and explosions at all sides of me, gigantic balls of fire falling from the sky, and I immediately left in fear of my life. I must remember to bring a Myst linking book with me when I return, in case the one left there has been destroyed or damaged. I have returned to a different world than the one I left only 3 months ago. It has been transformed into a barren desert land with only the gigantic craters scattered across land to provide variety. Strangely enough, the small grassy hill where I spent my first night remains exactly where I found it. Apparently, the falling meteors did not hit this area, leaving an oasis in the midst of this horrible desolation. The hot wind, I remember, was turned into a rather pleasant breeze, which is at least one improvement. I fear it is the only improvement. The magnificent lake I saw on my first visit is now completely dried up. However, another lake now exists and it appears quite a bit larger. I assume one of the falling meteors created this lake due to its circular shape and the jutting rock that grows out of the center of the lake. The rest of this world seems like desert, although I will verify that statement with closer inspection. Though this world has little visual excitement to offer, it offers more to the ears. Sounds constantly flowing through my ears. I have found where a few of them originate. It seems, as Catherine says, I do find beauty in everything. Last night I awakened to a horrible hissing. I was sweating and the heat was so intense that I immediately dipped my head in a nearby stream to cool it down. The hot breeze had returned, along with the low roar from the ground. I walked a short distance to observe some red flames shooting up from the earth. Suddenly, the ground began to crack and a huge chasm opened. The chasm continued to grow until it was far too wide to cross. Then the tumult subsided, leaving only a dull roar. I have decided, however, I could use this chasm to my advantage. Perhaps the heat from the chasm can be harnessed. Even as the chasm is ripped into the surface of this world, it's opened up a whole new world to explore. Although uncomfortably hot, I found it possible to reach a cave in the chasm that has been created, and have now explored deep into the crust of this planet. I have found a vast underground cave system that will take many years to map and explore. I will also look for a safer way to reach the underground than through the chasm wall. This age seems to change on its own, so I feel I should leave again and see if things are different when I return. It is also important that I check on Cirrus and Achenar and make sure everything is going along well. When I return, I will also hope to bring back some tools I will need for my plans to explore the underground. The abundance of raw materials here is beginning to amaze me. I have returned with some of the complex tools I knew I would be needing. I assumed I would have to return for more basic material. However, it seems as though I will be able to find everything I need here. Of course, iron is abundant, but I have also found titanium occurring naturally. I am all but excited to begin work. Everything is set and I look forward to tomorrow. My raw materials are all here. I think I will be able to have most of my additions to this age completed within a year. I so love working with my hands, whether writing or building. I began today on the idea will work well, and I have to decide to. 3 meters is not enough support for a beam, although amazingly strong. Has to be one of my most prized inventions. I am extremely... could never have imagined it to come together quite as... I doubt I could possibly work with 14 instead of 8. Completely fatigued. I am so happy to have completed tomorrow. I am leaving today in order to bring back Cirrus and Achenar. I have left them alone in Channelwood. I believe they will enjoy all there is to see here. This age seems to have stabilized. I believe the meteors set off a period of volcanic activity by piercing into the shallow crust, but the tremors have become few. I have just noticed that a large amount of this journal is curiously vanishing from the very pages on which I write over the last 18 months. Fortunately, I have copied many of my construction notes in another journal. I do not understand the many mysteries of this world, but I trust I will discover a logical answer to my questions. I have a feeling that many of my questions can be answered in another age to which I hope to travel soon. But for now, I must simply accept this world's mysteries and take pride in my accomplishments. And there's a piano, 4, 5, 1, 3, 2. And that is a drawing of what the world will look like. All right, let's take a picture, because we're going to need that. Okay, well, so that's exciting. So it's going to be like a volcanic-y type world. And apparently sound plays a big part in that. So let's go over here and let's figure out what to do here, because this might take a second. So we need... nope, not that one. We need a photo album. We need this. Okay, so 1. Oh gosh. Give me a second here. We're going to see if we can figure this out. Okay, so if you guys can hear that sound... that's the 1. So now we have to match the 1. That sound like 1? I feel like we're playing the scale enchanter again. No, it's higher. I think that's right. Alright, that sounds correct. Okay, remember that. That's 2. I'm assuming this would have to be higher on this scale. Alright, oh gosh. That might actually be pretty close. Okay, so we'll just work with it. We'll see. So, like, 1 less for this other one. Okay, let's see what our next one is. Hopefully we get this right on our first try, because I wouldn't know how to fix any of this. 4 goes back. So 4 is this one right here. That's 4. Okay, and then 5 would be not the one touching 4, but the one next to it. Would be this one right here. Alright, I'm gonna try it. Hopefully this works. Dang. Okay, I think this is gonna work. It took me forever to figure this out. No, still no. I don't know then. I'm being straight, I don't know. Holy cow, you guys do not understand how long that took forever. That probably took 10 minutes or more to sit there and just fiddle with the thing. You know what I ended up doing, to be honest? As much as what I like the sound of things and like playing with sounds, I ended up looking at this and noticed that on each side, right? On the left side and the right side of this, there's 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2. That equates to the top, these black ones. And so I just matched them up. And then the other side are the actual keys. That's how I ended up figuring it out, not because of the sound. Holy cow, that was rough. But here we go. We have the lore, we know what's gonna be like. Here we go. And much like the other games, before we get too far into this, I am going to leave this one here. So we will pick up right here, and then we might actually be close to done. The next one might be the final episode. We'll see. I'm not sure. If not, then maybe it'll be like one more after that. But I mean, essentially, the next episode, we're going to solve all of this. And we'll have all the pages. And then we can make our decision on who we want to trust. Akinar or Cirrus. So we'll see. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching. And thank you for sticking in there while I'm trying to figure out my music inability. Good lord. Either way, I will leave this one here. And thank you guys so much for watching. And I will see you guys in the next one. See ya!